Following hard in a wild twisted maze. Let us steal and fire, the open roads are thrown. By your life televised, we're breaking every bone. Adrenaline surges, brace from the fall. Hitting it with hardwire. Hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is our metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing. In the spotlight we shine. A biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. With hardwire, the crowd screams our name. Chasing down the shadows, we're addicted to the fame. Chains rattling loud, the brotherhood's alive. Every episode turns up, we're here to survive. From dusk till dawn, we're the kingdoms is through. Hitting it with hardwire. Hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is our metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing. In the spotlight we shine. A biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. On the edge of chaos, we embrace the feel. Hitting it with hardwire. We'll always be here.
Hey, welcome to Hittin It with Hardwire. How's everybody doing today? Oh, yep. For those of you that gave a crap, yeah, I'm feeling a little better. So, thank you. I appreciate the concern. Those of you that were asking how I was doing, I appreciate it. I see Gary and Evil Rick and Pitbull's in here. What's happening, yo? Gary, Carney, Frank, Beezer stopped in here. Frank and everybody's here today. That's cool. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Here, I'll even give you a special shit. Shit. Just for you. I appreciate you showing up, man. I'll put the comments up here in the little thingy. I don't know why they make it so small. I like that they put them up there, but damn, man, come on, make it bigger. They should, or give me a way to make it bigger. That's dumb. Make them so tiny. Oh, so how is everybody doing? The world's gone fucking crazy, man. All these riots and all across the country and the Israel and Iran going at it. Everything's going nuts. But we're here. At least for now. I seen Naomi put out earlier. She wants a head count for everybody that come to the party. What's up, Steve? And happy Father's Day to all the papas out there. I hope you had a good Father's Day. Me and the wife went to her dad's yesterday for a cookout and took all her pew pew toys and shot some stuff up and got a chance to finally shoot my 12 gauge AR style 12 gauge and the 45s that we bought there a couple months back and I forgot I haven't oiled them up in a little while. Shame on me. And there's a couple I'm sticking a little bit. Excuse me. Just ate some red beans and rice. So I got the burpees and probably the farties later. Yeah. Oh man, how is everybody? I see a lot of the news trying to say that everybody's got buyer's remorse for voting for Trump. Does anybody have buyer's remorse for voting for Trump? I haven't met anybody that said that yet. Here, I want to show you these. You buy these, buy them. Oh, it's backwards. Here, let me see if I can fix that. Let's see. Mirror the camera for a second here. Buy them. If you haven't got them yet, those are Hollywood's books. Power and Betrayal and Brotherhood and Betrayal. If you haven't got your copies, go over to Hollywood's thing and buy them. I bought the signed version here. See, this is the one that trying to put a smacker on it there. And the other one, I won't show you what he put his phone number in there and told me I could give him a call sometime if I ever wanted to talk. And I haven't got around to that yet, but I do plan to do that. Give him a call and shoot the shit. Lord knows I'm good at it. I'm good at shooting the shit. I'm full of shit. No, I'm not. I can be sometimes if I want to be, but I usually let you know that I'm fucking joking or whatever. I have read. I can't lie. You know, I'm waiting for the movie to come out. I bought them to be supportive. I probably, you know, if I ever go to jail, I'll say send the books, man. I need something to read. Because yeah, it's the last time I read a book was when I was in jail because I was bored out of my mind. And all they wanted to watch was fucking hell, what's that show where they have the damn it America's Got Talent or something like that? Yeah, I think it's America's Got Talent. That's about all they watch. What everybody wanted to watch America's Got Talent. I'm like, whatever, man. Well, Steve reads books. Read it and let me know. Give me the cliff notes.
Shit.
Yeah, read it and give me the cliff notes because that's about the extent of I try sometimes, but I get bored too easy.
Do I make you horny, baby? Do I make you horny?
I don't remember what each one of these.
How many
buttons
assholes we got on this ship anyhow? How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
You and you and you.
Nerd alert!
It's a Ric Flair going on. I have to remember which one that is. That's this. Woo! Oh yeah, the old lady almost pussed out, and she wasn't gonna shoot it. She seen it kick me, and I've shot 12 gauges plenty of times, but surprisingly, that one wasn't. It's a little bit more of it's an AR style, so they're shorter barreled than your typical hunting rifle or hunting shotgun. And it did not kick too bad. It was pretty tame. So it was fun. It was fun. Everybody was trying to shoot the cans with like the 9, and I went, I'll show you how to get rid of a can. Pulled the 12 gauge up, went blam, 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 blam. That's how you get rid of a can. Wasn't nothing left of the damn can. Oh, it was fun. And we smoked some steaks and went to an actual butcher and bought some steaks. Oh, nice, Steve. Uh-oh. Wow. Is there a video? I want to see that. Is that on YouTube? Is that on the tube? I want to see that. Yeah, I don't too often find a good place to go shoot because I am cheap and I will not pay to go to a range. whenever I live in Ohio and there's all kinds of countryside where I can go shoot. So I've bugged friends and family to let me come out to their properties and shoot. But I bought that 9. I've been carrying it for a while. It's a little Ruger 9, and I hadn't had a chance to shoot it yet. And it shoots really nice. It's a nice little for a little one. Usually, surprisingly, the little ones have a lot more kick to them because they don't have the mass, so they kick a little harder. And yeah, it's oh, cool, Gary. I'm gonna check that out later. I want to see that. I heard that some of the riders or protesters got mowed over. So I said, if they got in front of me, I'd probably mow him over too if he's trying to stop my vehicle and pound on my vehicle and whatnot like they like to do. I'd probably mow him over too. Oh, Steve, your little doggy's gun shy. You got to kind of train them when they're young to be over that, to get over that stuff. I wasn't sure how our dog would react, but it bothered him a little bit at first, but then it didn't seem to bother him too much. See, we got Israel and Iran going at it. The United States is in there just enough to help shoot down some missiles. Mike had a video on earlier of some of the craziness over there, man. I can't imagine trying to live with that. I told my old lady, I said, imagine if that was happening here, that would be sheer insanity. I can't imagine what them people go through. That's insane. Sounds like fireworks, but it could be instant death everywhere. Yeah, that would be bad. I don't want to say it can't happen here. I mean, it's unlikely, but I don't think even if they were going to bomb the United States, they'd be too interested in cow pastures. So I think we'd be fairly safe. Other than we have, if they went to what is it, 3rd or 4th degree targets, we got some places that supply military stuff and not too far away. What's up, Dragon Classy? Timken Bearings World Headquarters, they do a lot of stuff for the military, and their world headquarters is about 50 miles from here, north of here or so, something like that, 40 or 50 miles. Maybe not quite that far. But that'd be the closest thing I think we'd have to worry about. But other than that, I don't think they'd be worried about bombing cows. I would say the best thing about it is if they were to start bombing America, they'd take out the cities where all the dumbasses live anyway. So I don't know. That might be a bonus. I don't understand how anybody wants to live on top of each other like that. That's insane. What's the matter with you people? Spread out a little bit. Come on.
Shit.
Spread out. Spread out, y'all. Come on. There's plenty of land in America. Spread out. Uh-oh. I don't think they're going to nuke us, though. If they were going to see I couldn't believe it. I seen that video of that lady president or whatever of Mexico saying, trying to talk people into rioting in America and telling them to rise up and riot in the streets and whatnot. I said, dude, that ought to be an act of war. You can't be the president of another country and do shit like that. Let's just take Mexico and Canada out and make them all America. We'll be one united America. Canada should be another state, and we'll just make Mexico another state anyway. They got a lot of pretty fucking places down there. I'd like to go. Pretty islands and whatnot. So I've heard. I've not been down there. Well, you'd think she'd be able to manage money better then, Steve. That's why she don't want to pay nothing. Penny pinchers. Yeah, tacos and hockey. There you go. We'll combine them. Free taco night and free taco puck night at the ice rink. The only time I was ever at an ice rink thing was went to a concert one time, and they covered the ice and had it at the place there. I think it's an arena. I've seen a lot of good concerts. I've been to Metallica and Megadeth, and Lamb of God, and Godsmack. I've seen most recently was Theory of a Dead Man and Skillet. I've seen Kid Rock and Toby Keith. I've seen Jackal up in Akron, and I've seen Black Label Society like 4 times. The last time I seen Black Label Society, I took my daughter for her birthday and bought the meet and greet, and we all got to meet Zakk Wylde and the band. It was pretty cool. Hey, Dean, what's happening? Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the daddies out there. And like my daughter used to wish me happy Mother's Day too, because I helped raise her, so she used to always wish me happy Mother's Day. Whatever, man. Appreciate the sentiment. I seen Willie Nelson at Jamboree in the Hills, and while not a ginormous Willie Nelson fan, it was awesome to be in the presence of such a legend. And he put off the aura. You could sense it and feel it. I mean, it was something to see a legend like that. I missed the chance to go see Waylon Jennings and Merle Haggard while they were alive, which I regretted. I missed a chance to see Static X when Wayne Static was still alive, which I also regret. But shit happens, I guess. That's just that's part of how it goes.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
You and you and you. Bunch of assholes in here. We're all a bunch of assholes. You got to be an asshole anymore if you're in the world. Trust no one, be an asshole. Don't be afraid to tell people to fuck off. For sure. Oh, man. Yeah, I had a buddy of mine who went to see Tom Petty, and he had so many awesome stories about seeing Tom Petty. He's always telling me, dude, he says, they was passing around so much weed, and I had a joint in like all 3 fingers, and I'm trying to hit a joint, and somebody's tapping me on the shoulder trying to hand me another joint. He said it was crazy, man. The cops just standing there watching. They didn't care. Well, back then it wasn't legal, but yeah. What's up, Naomi? Here, I get the...
Do I make you horny, baby?
That was the wrong one, but...
Shit.
For you. I'll give you the shit, but...
Shit.
You didn't want the Austin Powers button. I like this one, though.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Spaceballs. For us older folks that remember Spaceballs. Woo! Oh, and I did I already say that? Naomi was wondering earlier how many people were coming to the 4th of July party. So if you're planning on coming, let her know. And if you can, donate to the 4th of July GoFundMe. I'm sure, I know I'll appreciate it. And I'm sure Mike will as well. We ain't found shit. I gotta go back and watch that again. I love that movie. I guess that's one good thing about having an old lady that's younger than me. There's just so many movies that she goes, I ain't seen that, I ain't seen that, I ain't seen that. So I can go back and let her experience those for the first time. There's a bunch of them. I'm a bit of a movie nut. I always was. I used to have a big collection. It might just be, by the looks of it, it might just be me, you, Mike, and my old lady. There might just be 4 of us. I don't know. I know several people have said they wanted to come, and I know Kickstands Down said they wanted to come. I don't know if they will. But I'm hauling the camper down. It's going to be very, very a tight squeeze on the wallet because I've had so many things happen lately, man. I did get my back tire new back tire put on my bike. It's the old lady accidentally smashed one of my speaker grills on my thing. I popped it back out, but now it's all, it's never the same. It's all kind of curvy and wiggly, and going down the road, it'll probably go poof and pop back in. They never end up the same. But yeah, I know how it is, Mike. I've had enough parties where I've set up canopies and tables and sat chairs out and invited everybody I know, and then like 3 people show up. Bought all kinds of food and end up eating leftovers at my house for a month. I've had it happen, and I know how it usually goes. But we'll have a good time regardless. I don't know if you want, I can bring some of my pew pew toys down, and we could make our own fireworks. Find some stuff to blow up. I want to take see 4th of July. I won't be able to find pumpkins or nothing, but maybe I think watermelons are usually cheap. Buy some watermelons and put some holes in them, or then hit them with the shotgun and watch them go disappear. They'd be fine. I never thought of it, Mike, but fireworks might be hard to find this come 4th of July because, yeah, the rioters are all shooting them at the police. That's insane. They should let the cops start shooting back. I don't give a shit. That's what they should be doing. Don't make them poor cops stand out there. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but don't make them stand out there with shields and stuff and basically not be able to do anything. If they're attacking you, they should be able to shoot the fuckers. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. And Beezer down in Florida there. You're down in Florida, ain't you, Beezer? But it's getting hot down there though. It's starting to get hot up here. When it starts getting hot up here, it's hot as fuck down there. I got to make it back down to Florida to visit. I got a friend down in Sarasota. I got to go back down and visit him. Last time I was down there, I said we're going to try to make a thing of it every year and try to, if I can't make it down there, meet like halfway, like around Tennessee or someplace, and get a cabin like around Gatlinburg or something, and just hang out every year. But man, it's funny how life gets in the way and finances get tight and things just get hard to do, man. Well, yeah, that's the cops. Much as I don't really like them, I really don't like rioters and people who want to steal shit. I hate thieves. You know, people that want to be in America and wave around a fucking Mexican flag. Boy, that just boils my blood, man. It just boils my blood. Makes me want to go out and start beating motherfuckers up. I'm telling you. I'll make sure for Mike's get together that I'm not wearing anything that can't be put on public, and I'll make sure I don't do that. So if Mike wants to take any pictures or shoot any videos or anything while I'm down there, that it's 100% cool with no issues. So I'll make sure of that, and maybe we'll shoot a video or something while we're down there and post it for everybody to see of the party down there. The 4th of July, I think, is on a Friday. So maybe I'll pop in for the members only or something. See, Naomi will be there and my lady will be there. Maybe we'll have a group show. I'd buy it. Hell, I don't know. We could, that way we could all say hi.
Yeah.
Cool if Carney could come up, but let's see. I'll bet you he went to Tennessee and didn't even bother stopping by Alabama to see Mike. Isn't that horrible? Mike's had a few people stop by. Mike, are you in there? How many people have you had stop and say hello so far? Yeah, pin the leg on the biker. I still think we should find some fake legs and have fake leg races. Find one of them ones like I had the Be Like Mike kit where you bend your knee behind you and we could all try to get all drunk and try to have races. That'd be hilarious. That would be some funny shit. I have to record it. Look, here's Hardwire falling down, breaking his hip, but he was laughing the whole time. I would too. I'd be laughing, going, "Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. You didn't record that, did you?" Yeah, I'm the goofy one that always does something stupid and falls over or whatever, and then gets up and goes, "Nobody saw that, did they?" One time I laid my one bike down in the parking lot because I hit a real big patch of gravel and a pothole at the same time. So I'm sort of trying to wiggle, trying to hold it up, and then hit this pothole, and then before I know it, it's just like blam! It went down, and I purred up, picked it up, looking around. Nobody seen that, did they? And it was worse than I had originally suspected. Somebody come over and goes, "You okay?" I'm like, "Oh, I'll be all right. Let me take straight the handlebars out and hop back on. I'll go right home." I got home. Like I'm in so much pain. I rode home feeling like I was about half going to pass out, and my whole my whole entire chest turned black and blue. But I decided to hell with it and went over to the hospital, and they checked me out and said it wasn't nothing broken. So yeah, but it hurt like hell. That's when I twisted my leg. Like, look over. My legs twisted around behind me. Like my foot's pointing in the wrong direction, and I was limping around for quite a while. I think I I didn't have no broken bones, but I think I tore the meniscus or whatever in your knee. Thank you, Naomi. I appreciate it. I have 2 children, one of which told me Happy Father's Day, the other of which I haven't heard from in months. But my daughter said he sent her his protest location. And I'm like, well, I know why he didn't send it to me. can't I can't believe that shit, man. You know, you try to raise them the best you can, but they end up with a mind of their own, I guess. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. You know, regardless, I love him regardless. I would have appreciated a text or something to say Happy Father's Day, just so I know he didn't totally forget I exist. But it is what it is, I guess. You know, is what it is. So is life, and you can't really dwell on anything, no matter what it is, because no matter how much you wish it were different or you wanted things to be different, you shit in one hand, wish in the other, and see which. It doesn't. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. There are things in the world that are beyond your control, so just how it is. See, aside from how many people really think that there's a chance that this whole Israel thing is going to spark World War III? I did read somewhere that Putin said that they need to very soon find some kind of resolution to it, or he was going to be pissed off or whatever. I don't know. I think as long as they keep it between Israel and Iran, everybody will be okay. But the minute other people start jumping in is when there's going to be a problem. And I hope I hope they just agree to not have any nukes, you know, because you can't let somebody have a nuke that thinks other people in the world have no right to exist. You can just those kind of people should never have nukes. Oh man, yeah. Sometimes the only time you hear from them is when they need something. You know, they need something, you're sure to hear from them. Sometimes that's how it is. I know I've raised a lot of stepkids over the years, and you don't hear, you know, they always every time you run into them somewhere, they act like they're glad to see you. But other than that, you never hear from them. If they get desperate enough to need something bad enough, they'll get a hold of you and see if you can help them out. But yeah, they're really, you have to know that they're thinking twice about trying to take Taiwan. But these other conflicts are going to make them feel emboldened because they'll be like, everybody's too involved with other things to worry about what we're doing, especially if the United States gets involved anywhere else. Then that gives them an excuse to go. They can't stretch themselves out that thin, so we will do it now, so they can't, you know. So you know, you can really hope. Yeah, we've been involved in a more of a defensive capacity, the way I understand it, which you could say we were involved in Ukraine too, because we sort of was. So I mean, but the minute we put actual fighting troops on the ground somewhere is when China will consider doing that. Uh, I think Iran's been a thorn in the world side for a long time, and I'm surprised something hasn't been done sooner. I did read earlier that Israel had what the hell's he called over there? The supreme leader or whatever he is over there. They had planned on trying to take him out, but Trump said no. I don't know if Trump thinks that'll give him a thank you from him or something, like, oh, okay, maybe now I'll talk. I just don't see that happening. So I don't know why now he didn't just let him take him out. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that, Mike. But yeah, the U.S. and Israel have always been pretty close. I mean, Israel might as well be a part of the United States all the way across the world, the way I understand it. And that's why everybody in the region really don't like them. But without the threat of the United States, I think Israel would be kind of fucked. I mean, they are tough, but they are small. I don't think they would do as well if it wasn't for a lot of the threat of the United States helping them out. Because believe it or not, even though we have fucked a lot of shit up all around the world, the United States, people are still fear the United States, and that's good. But they don't, not as much as they once did, but they do still. It holds weight. The United States does have some of the most badass motherfuckers in the world. Not as many as we once did, though. Now there's a lot of kids that are downright pussies, man. It's like I told my son once. I probably told you guys this before. My son, he goes, "Why do you watch this stuff?" And I said, "You should be more concerned about it." And he's like, "Well, why is that?" At the time, he was 19, I think. He's like, "Why is that?" And I was like, "Because if they reinstitute the draft, you're 19 years old. You're going to be one of the first fucking people to go." And he goes, "They can't do that." And I said, "Boy, you're fucking clueless, ain't you?" I said, "They sure as fuck can do that. They can't make me do something I don't want to do." I'm like, the fuck, they can't. I said, "You really don't pay attention much, do you?" I just don't know what it is with kids these days. They are so fucking clueless. And hopefully, I mean, hopefully, a lot of them snap out of it at some point. I know when we were younger, it was not uncommon around 18, 19 years old for a lot of us to have our head up our ass and be dumb and stupid. And most of us snapped out of that phase of our life. And I worry about the kids these days because a lot of them I just don't think are going to snap out of that shit, man. I really don't think they will. Oh, my daughter wants to rule the world. I used to get told all the time when I used to do this shit with my beard, and everybody used to say I look like I was plotting world domination. I said, maybe I am. Maybe I am.
Shit.
But yeah, the world's going crazy, man. And I'll bet you if I I have some conspiracy theory people that I know, and I'll bet if I talk to them, there's all kinds of crazy shit that people are thinking is going on. But I've been really trying to stay out of that sphere because I'm not a big conspiracy person. I usually, I kind of believe there's usually half truths. There's usually there's some truth in conspiracy theories, usually some in there, but they weave such bullshit through the connected dots. It's like most people would draw something that makes sense and they just go wee all over the place. And it's like I forget what show it was I was watching the other day. I think it's one of the ones Mike redirected us to, where that guy was talking about all that numerology shit and spitting out numbers and saying such and such's birthday was the 19th and blah 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 happened on the 19th, blah blah. Yes, dude, you can draw them kind of connections from anything. That's the dumbest shit. Has to be the dumbest shit I think I've ever heard. You could literally draw numbers with connect any kind of dots through things in history, and it don't mean jack shit. I kept saying, if you're so sure all these numbers mean this and all these numbers mean that, then you should be able to tell the future, buddy. But they can't do that because they won't, because they're never right. Some of them have tried to use that to try to predict things. Never works. Why? Because it's bullshit and it's dumb. I don't typically watch the Diamond Effect. No offense, but every once in a while I'll pop in. If I'm sitting around, I'm bored, and it pops up and tells me it's on. I don't really watch it too much because I'm not a conspiracy theory person, and I keep wanting to tell people they're full of shit. I really want to, and I don't want to be the picker of fights, because that's just, if I think somebody's full of shit and they're not like where I can try to discuss it with them, like not over the internet, you know what I mean? Like in person, I don't like telling people they're full of shit. I just either click. That's what the world needs to learn. If you don't like something, don't watch it. Don't try to get it taken off the air. Nothing like that. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Simple as that. Everybody's got a right to their shows and whatever the hell they want to do. If you don't like it, don't click on it. Don't watch it. Simple as that. My little brother was one of those, man. He was a conspiracy theory guy, and I used to hear all the shit about the Great Reset and Klaus Schwab, and all that shit. I think that might be why he don't talk to me anymore. Because I think the last time he started on a rant about it, I said, "Dude, you're full of shit." I think it pissed him off. I said, "That's all a bunch of bullshit, man." He says, "You wait and see. You wait and see." And I'm not one to, especially if I'm tired of hearing it. Eventually, I'll say, "You know what? You're full of shit. You're full of shit. I don't want to hear it no more." To try to convince somebody else they might listen to your shit. I'm not going to anymore. I'm good. Let's talk about something else. Yeah, that's a bit far fetched too. If we could control the weather and all that shit, then we'd be able to, control a lot more of the things on the earth, and they wouldn't be crying about global warming and all that shit. So that's pretty fucking far fetched as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they've been trying the whole chemtrails thing, and they've admitted that that's true. They're trying to, like, what was it, dope the atmosphere or something, to not literal dope. I'd be a lot more cool, but like dope like ions into the atmosphere or certain things, and trying to see, which is dumb. They're trying to see if they can not only control the weather, but trying to, oh fuck, I forget what the hell they was trying to do. But they've tried things. We've been like living through an experiment, government experiments for years, and that's nothing new. They try all kinds of shit on us we don't know about, and most of it's not as devious as you might want it. That most of the conspiracy theory people think. I've been seeing a lot of shit about UFOs too in the news. I'm telling you what, phones are fucking possessed, man. They really, mine advertises to me nonstop, and it's really annoying. And it's always, it knows whatever I'm thinking, what I'm looking at, what I'm talking about, and it starts showing me all these ads. And my phone is I should be able to sue them motherfuckers for making me broke. For reals. Because they tempt the shit out of me, and they were like, you need one of these. And I'm like, ooh, maybe I do. It's like the home shopping network shit all over again, becoming an addict. It's Amazon addict. My old lady bitches at me, and she goes, ooh, but I like that. Ooh, I want one of those. She grumbles about me buying shit, and then we'll be out camping. She'll be like, it would be nice if we had one of these. And I'm like, dude, we do. I already thought of it. She's like, man, you think of everything. I was like, yeah, I do. I try to. Try to think of all the cool shit to have. Yeah, Gary. Iran's been a thorn in the world side for a long time, man. And I can't remember what that other guy's name was. There was one of the leaders of Iran before used to like to get on American television and talk shit, but he made a lot of sense, and that's the bad part. And supposedly the Iranian people are I don't know any. I've seen interviews with a few, and they're not real happy with their leadership over there either. Their leadership tries to keep them out of Western ways, and they all want to lean towards Western ways and getting a lot more like that, and they try to keep them from doing it, and it's like a conflict thing over there that's very contentious between the leadership and the people of Iran. From what I understand, I don't pay a lot of attention to it, because you could really sit there and some people do. You could research all that shit, and you could sit there and just feel sorry for everybody, feel sorry for all these guys and those guys, and how much it must suck to be there, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. And all you're doing is making yourself feel like shit, because there's not a motherfucking thing you can do to change it. So there's no point in that. Be thankful that you were born in America, one of the best places on the planet, and leave it at that, because there's no point in it, because you can't do shit about any place else in the world. Just be glad you're here. Simple as that. Yeah. Advice from HardWire. Yeah, I should have planned a camping trip for this weekend. That would have been fun. I need to plan another one soon. Well, wait, 4th of July is coming right around the corner. I bought some, what are they called? They're basically like helper springs for my truck that I found a good deal on them, and apparently I shouldn't have found a good deal on them, because I bought them like a week ago, and they still ain't shipped the fuckers yet, and I'm getting pissed off. I wanted to have them before I got to drive all the way to Alabama, because when I'm driving, My truck does this, boing, boing, boing. Every time I hit a bump, it feels like woo, woo, woo. And I bought them springs to help the sag with the sag in the back, and to help not be damn bouncy. And it's they're Timbren. They look like they replace your bump stops, and supposedly you could put them on in like a half an hour out in your yard. And I talked to another person who has them, and he said he loves them. He said they work great. So I was really hoping to get them before I got to haul the damn thing all the way to Alabama. But if they ain't even shipped them yet, I have a feeling they're not going to be here. And that pisses me off, like really bad. I'm making payments on the fucking things, and they ain't even shipped yet. Isn't that horrible? Take their good old fucking time. They'll bill you quick, but same thing with refunding you money. You know, they'll bill you, they'll take it out real quick, but whenever it comes to refunding your money, they don't get in no hurry for that. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Only thing I did bad was got involved with some very unsavory people, women mostly, you know, and yeah, some of the shit I went through, my kids shouldn't have had to see, and that'd be kind of the closest thing to major regrets I would have in my life. But everything puts you where you're meant to be, so it's hard to say that I regret things. These are supposed to be like airbags, Mike, except for they got some kind of progressive springs in them, so you don't ever have to worry about putting air in it. I just so happen that I do know somebody who's got a lift, and he told me I should probably get either helper springs or an airbags or something. So I figured I'd give these a shot because, like I said, I talked to somebody else who hauls trailers, and he said he loved his. So what do I got to lose? They were cheap compared to airbags and whatnot. I found that they're usually like $350, and I found discounts and coupon codes and whatnot, and got them for $240 instead of $350. Saved like $110. So they're worth a try. Damn straight. Never take the blame. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always the women's fault. Well, not typically my kids, but my kids are assholes. But they got it honest. I'm an asshole too. So the thing is I earned all my asshole. I let people walk all over me for years, and I got sick of it. And I put my foot down. I don't let people shit on me or walk on me anymore. I'm done with that shit. I did it for years. I let people shit on me, walk all over me, take advantage of me, and I just don't do it anymore. You just hit kind of a snap point in your life where you just say, fuck it, I ain't doing that shit no more. It ain't fuck everybody. I'm going to worry about me and the people close to me and fuck everybody else. And that's why it's good to be on, you know, it's good. It's good to have friends, you know, but I read people fairly well, and it doesn't take long before I spot friends. I have few friends that I consider people I would hang out with. I have quite a few friends that I call acquaintances. I have different classifications of friends. Some people I talk to when I run into them, but that'd be this as the extent of friendship I'd ever have with them. And you know, you learn quick who you can trust and who you can't. That a lot of that comes from being in a club. You run into a lot of that. People who act like they're your friend and they're not. So you got to learn who to keep it at arm's length and Who not to? You know, you got to learn how to read people like that. Yeah, I had red beans and rice with Cajun andouille sausage, or however you say it, in it. Kielbasa type sausage, chopped up in it. Some good peanut butter cookies for dessert. My problem is I can't stay out of the peanut butter cookies. They're delicious, man. I love peanut butter cookies, especially when they're nice and chewy and soft. I think I'm gonna go eat me one right after the show. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. I ate one of them new Dairy Queen blizzards the other day. It's like birthday cake and sugar cookie, and while it tasted good, it tasted like a couple of bites was good. After that, it was just too much fucking sugar in a bite. It was just too much. I don't know if you ever ate anything like that. It's like icing on if you get a good cake, it's not as bad. You get some icings on cake that you just gotta scoop it off, or most of it off, because it's too much. It's too rich. It's too sweet. A good cake shouldn't be like that. Well, all right, guys. We're going on an hour of me yip yapping and bullshitting. If you're planning on coming to the party, let Naomi and Mike know. We would appreciate it. I'll guarantee you, if you come, you will have a good time. We're gonna do a lot of bullshitting, probably a lot of drinking beer as the night goes on. Probably shots, probably a lot of tomfoolery. But we're gonna have fun. Try not to do anything to get us hurt, but you never know. Might get Mike around fireworks. All right. I love you guys. God bless. And I'll see you next week.
Hittin' it with hardwire, we're burning it bright, living on the edge, we'll ride through the night. No fear in our hearts, just the roar of the steel. Together we rise, now this life feels real. Yeah, held a new path on that twisted black line, a YouTube dream where his past can't confine. With every rev, he's reclaiming his soul, teaching the world how to ride, how to roll. Rising up high when the shadows surround. HardWire's the name, and he's making it loud.